What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MTG Malone. And I totally forgot yesterday was my 90th freaking video, but I was so happy to reach the next big milestone of 600 that I just totally forgot. I just forgot. So, thank you very much for 91 videos of MTG Malone as the making of this video. This is number 91. And our next big milestone, the 666. Yes, because we're heavy metal and we want to reach that next milestone, and with your help, I think we can do it. And enough yammering, let's get into the hammering. Today is a very freaking fun deck. It is a Super Friends deck with the Prismatic Bridge, getting those Planeswalkers for free, which is so freaking sweet. So, the God part is not as important, but the Prismatic Bridge. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature or Planeswalker card. Put that on the field and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And that's just so sweet because we have the Kaya, we have the Garruk, we have the Ugin, we have the Vorinclex, and yeah, we also have a Murderous Rider and Seeker. So those are the bad draws, but we need them in here. So they're kind of good. They can also save our life because the Murderous Rider has lifelink. And that is just pretty good. So, the Kaya, you put a ghost counter on a target creature, non-token creature. It gains when this creature dies, put it into exile, return it to its owner's hand, and it gets a 1, dies or is put into exile. You return it to your hand, and you get a spirit token. Then for -3, you can exile target non-land permanent. And for 7, you get an emblem. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast legendary spells from your hand, from your graveyard, or amongst cards you own in exile, without paying their mana cost. Just so sweet. Because yeah, if your creatures or your Ugin or your Garruk dies, just bring him back for free. All the free casting in the world. That is why this is called Makeemscoop.exe. When I was playtesting this deck, a lot of people scooped as soon as I had the Vorinclex out. Because this bad boy, let him get him over here so you can read him out. You're a good boy. You're such a good boy. So, if one or more counters would be put on a target permanent you control, you put twice that many counters on that permanent instead. And if an opponent would put one or more counters on something, they get nothing. Nothing, Jon Snow. Nothing. Just no counters for them. Which is so sweet. So if they want to use a Saga, an Elspeth Conquers Death on your Vorinclex, no way, Jose. That's not happening. Just not happening. And all of your Planeswalkers that come in will get double the counter. So you can ultimate them the turn they come freaking in. Which is so sweet. And when your Ugin comes in for free in turn 6, trust me, they will scoop a Ugin ultimatum in turn 6. Nobody wants to see that. Just like the Garruk. The Garruk is in here to give us some creatures and of course to destroy a target creature and to get the emblem. Because that will make the Vorinclex a 9/9. That will make all the Wolves 5/5s. That will make the Murderous Rider a 5/6 and she will be a 3/7. So sweet. And to make sure that we also can play the Prismatic Bridge, we have the World Tree in here. And the World Tree is pretty sweet. Let's get him over here. Over here. Yeah. As long as you control 6 or more lands, all of your lands produce any kind of mana. Even your Field of Ruins. Whatever land it is, it will produce every freaking kind of mana. And to make sure that we always find our World Tree, we have 2 Nalia's Intervention in here. And yeah, I can't remember one game where I didn't have the World Tree. So, Nalia's Intervention, you search your library for up to X lands. Yes, not basic lands, lands. You can take whatever you want, so you can even take your Pathways, you can take your Castle Lochwain, but especially your World Tree, which is pretty freaking sweet. And the rest of the deck is good old removal. The new removal that's in here is the Binding of the Old Gods. You destroy target non-land permanent, so whatever it is, Embercleaves, Great Hanges, Planeswalkers, creatures, just get him out of here. Then you search your library for a forest, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and creatures you control gain depth. And that part is not that important. Could be in another deck, but in this one, it is not so important. So this card is just so freaking sweet. And of course, hardcore removal. We have 4 Bloodchief's Thirst, we have 4 Murderous Riders, we have 3 Extinction Events, and we have 4 Doom Scars. Pretty sweet. This is such a nice deck. I want to see my opponent scoop, and I think they might be. They might be. So, the rest is lands. Mana base is working pretty fine. We have 2 beautiful Bob Ross Plains. We have 2 beautiful Castle Lockwains. We have 4 extremely beautiful Swamps. 4 Forests. 2 Grim Climb, yeah, I learned the names, but here I am. Grim Climb, Bright Climb Pathway. We have the Slitherboard, Darkboard Pathway. I mean, look at that art. Isn't it freaking insane? Oh, so good. Then we have the Boulder Loft, Branch Loft Pathway. And 3 Field of Ruins. And why? Because there is a lot of land creatures now that just want to attack in. And with the Field of Ruin, just get him out of here. No life for you. You need to go. So we fear counterspells. Counterspells are pretty bad against this deck. And of course we fear, I don't know, other Vorinclexes. The decks that do exactly the same. Oh, and this obnoxious turn 2 Ugin deck. I encountered it yesterday when I was playtesting this deck. That is why there's now Murderous Riders in here. But yeah, it's just a crazy glass cannon deck. Will I ever build it? The video would be like 10 minutes long, so no. No way, Jose. So, this is Makeemscoop.exe. I hope you enjoy the deck, and I will see you all in those scoopy games. Alrighty, can we Makeemscoop.exe? We will find out. We will freaking find out. Up against Kelazard. And he's playing a companion. It's not a Yorion. It's not the whatchamacallit here. I just woke up, so forgive me. But I am really bad with names. And I am talking about the Lurrus, of course. Yes, thank you, person that doesn't exist. The Lurrus, of course. The opponent goes first, which I don't like. And I don't think that this hand does very much for us. I mean, yeah, we have the Elias intervention, but we only have 1 green. Well, I really don't know. I really don't know. This could be a little slow. Could be. But we have the Vorinclex, so maybe it's not too slow? Maybe it is not too slow. But our opponent is pretty slow, taking his sweet time, waiting for whatever. Waiting for whatever. Excuse me, I need to drink some more coffee, it seems. Good old coffee. So if we find 1 more green, we are pretty good. So I will try my best to find that green. Find that green! Like my hair. My hair is green now. Yeah, I'm a hipster now. He's playing black as well. So he's a Doom Foretold deck, I guess? I just assume he is. I will just assume that he is a Doom Foretold deck. So, let us find the Binding of the Old Gods. And of course, let us find another green source so we can activate an Elias intervention. With this, we will find our world tree like there is no freaking tomorrow. So, what are you thinking about, my friend? What are you thinking about? The door rang. So I will be back in a sec. And I'm back. Alright. So the Skyclave, I'm not too afraid of that. Not yet. So the postman was here. Sorry, Kelazard, for making you wait, but yeah, sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes life just gets in the way. What is he playing? What is this deck? A Yorion with the freaking Skyclave apparition. Oh, here it is, the Treacherous Blessing. Alright, alright. So we didn't find a land. Could not freaking find it. So let's get rid of the Skyclave shade here. So we started with 3 lands, and then we drew nothing but not lands. which is pretty bad. Pretty bad. But if we find one more land, we're good. We're good. Because then I can just exile the Skyclave Shade, which I absolutely want to do. Oh, come on. Come on. Not freaking fair. Don't take the... Oh, you can't. You can't. It only costs 2. Yeah, that is good. That is pretty good. And here is our green. So now we search for the World Tree. Search the lands. Okay, I was just... For a little second here, I was afraid that I pushed the wrong button. And then we get ourselves... Let me view the battlefield. He has only 1 black. Well, he has 1 black, so... But let's still get the Field of Ruin, just in case. Just in freaking case. Alright, so what you doing, my friend? What are you doing? I have a lot of removal. You use the Pelaka freaking Predation. Who even uses this card? Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're a God of Fright player. Alright. So what are you discarding? Let us see. He doesn't know yet. He could have thought about it before. So we will discard 1 Vorinclex here, because we have 2 of them. It is still a-okay. Oh, this is the perfect freaking answer. So, this, my friend, needs to go. Just get it out of here. Super Friends initiated. So do you have the Elspeth Conquers Death ready? Do you have everything ready that you need? Who knows? We will find out. And if we draw 1 more different land than what we already have here with the World Tree, because this enters tapped, we can play our Vorinclex. And then we can give him the +1 treatment. Oh, digging for lands it seems. It seems like he's digging for lands. Seems like he didn't find it, which I like very much. Which I like very freaking much. Oh, don't have the land, my friend. Don't have the land, my friend. And I hope we find the land. And I hope that we will find the freaking land. So, another freaking Pelaka Predation? Ah, come on. Come on. How many of those do you have in your hand? 80 card deck. All the Pelaka Predations that they need. All the Pelaka Predations that they need. That would have been a land. But yeah, get rid of something. I don't even care anymore. I just don't care anymore. Getting rid of all of my cards here. You should seriously take the Vorinclex. Just take the Vorinclex. The Garruk is okay, but it's not the biggest threat you have here. Because if you, by any chance, get an Elspeth Conquers Death, it won't trigger because of the Vorinclex. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Is he gone? Is he gone? He took the Vorinclex. Alright. What is this? So sadly, we have nothing here. But end of turn we can maybe draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can draw a card. Because all of our lands produce any kind of mana. Which is pretty freaking sweet. Pretty freaking sweet. The Skyclave Shade is here once again. But I will have the Garruk out very freaking soon. And he is losing life like there is no tomorrow. And now we even have a Murderous Rider, so that is pretty nice. Now we make the Wolfies. Put a Ghost Form counter. Oh, non-token, eh? So yeah, doesn't really matter. Does not really matter. We still have the Murderous Rider. And if he attacks in, well, we can just block with the wolves. And he should attack in. He should attack in. Also, we have the Murderous Rider, we have the Extinction event, so yeah. What's the big whoop? So he is drawing a lot of cards. Which I don't like, but it's just how it is. That's just how it is. He's not attacking in. Smart cookie. You're just a smart cookie, aren't you? Oh my lord, so many cards. So many cards. And we drew another World Tree. So, let's get rid of the Yorion here. Draw a card. We drew another land. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. So, we still tick her up. And then we chill. Then we just chill. If he has Doom Foretold, I will sacrifice my Garruk and destroy it with the Kaya. So yeah, there's not really too much lost here. The Elspeth freaking conquers death. Alright, what are you conquering, my friend? He's conquering the Kaya. Okay. Well, you do that. That was always allowed. Are you attacking in now? You're not. So, do we draw a card here for 5? Yeah, why not? It doesn't look like... And another land. And another freaking land. Are you serious, game? Are you freaking serious? Come on, game. Come on. So we can just overrun him with wolves now. Whatever does he want to do here? We have a lot of wolves. And if he wipes the board here, we will get a lot of counters. And if he has a Doom Foretold, well, we still have 4 wolves. We still have 4 freaking wolves. But this is just insane. How many lands did we draw in a row? 4? Crazy. 4 freaking lands in a row. There's the Turgid. Okay. You got it, my friend. You got it. Well, in that case, let's destroy this bad boy. Let us destroy this bad boy. So, I reveal the Field of Ruin? Yeah, why not? So if he plays another spell here, he is pretty dead. He is pretty dead. All we need him to do is to play one more freaking spell. And then he's dead. Oh. Are you sure you want to do that? Are you really sure you wanted to do that? So now we attack in. And he kinda needs to block. Alright. We create 2 more Wolfies. We get the Doomscar running. And we put even more pressure on the freaking field. And then in the worst case we can still draw a card. So for now this has just been a Garruk beatdown, but hey! What's the big whiff? He gets the Yorion on the field. Alrighty. But can you make the miraculous comeback here? If you don't have any answers already, you won't have them later. And we still have a lot of removal. In worst case we can also trigger the Garruk. So yeah, draw a card, which is pretty sweet. Which is pretty sweet. So we didn't make him scoop yet, but we will get there somehow. The Doomscar. Well, it destroys your own creature. And now the Garuk will get super freaking buffed. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake, my friend. Maybe. Let us see what we can find here. I hope we find something sweet. The golden egg. So I want a Vorinclex here. Or maybe even an Ugin. We drew another freaking... I can't believe it. How many lands do we draw? How many freaking lands do we draw? That's just insane. Insane. The number of lands we're drawing is just freaking insane. Okay. Well, with this, we will be able to turn the game around sooner or later. So I will use his emblem here, just in case that we get something good. And then off turn I can still draw a card. Holy smokes! That was just freaking insane. That was just freaking insane. So if he has an Elspeth Conquers Death, he kind of needs to use it for the Prismatic Bridge. And if he does, we have the Garuk. How many freaking lands in a row did we draw? Well, maybe not even in a row, but in a short succession. In a very short succession, we drew a lot of lands. And he drew a lot of cards that I bet weren't lands. I bet they weren't lands. But he doesn't play blue, so there's no way for his creatures to kind of make a miraculous comeback. But maybe we can. Oh. Okay. But nothing of these things costs 4. Nothing of these things. So you can have one of my extinction events. But I have a Doomscar freaking ready. Oh yes. And I also have an extinction event ready, just in freaking case. So this is even, odd, even. Even freaking Steven. So are you playing your MtgA? Oh, if we get an Ugin here, we did it, boys. We freaking did it. We just freaking did it. And here he is, the Ugin. Oh, up until the last second, we got him. Yes. Oh, so many lands. So many freaking lands, but we freaking got him. All right. So we did make him scoop, but he fought really hard. But he should have kept his life total open for the egg. Should have kept it open for the freaking egg. Momochin. Please don't play the... Okay, you're playing another Yorion? Insane. What is this? Yorion Day? But we have the World Tree and we have a Cultivate, which is freaking sweet. I like that. So can we make him scoop? Alright, this is looking pretty good. If we draw one more land, we are freaking fine. Freaking fine. That's not a land. But I need to put the World Tree down first, so next turn I can use the Cultivate. So then we're on 3, 4, 5. We're on 5 then. The Mazemind Tome. Okay. And we found another land, so that is pretty a-okay. Pretty a-okay. So we get ourselves another white and another black. It won't really matter very soon. But then we put down the swamp, and then we have the Binding of the Old Gods ready to go. Let's just hope that he's not playing counter spells. I mean, he will. He will play counter spells, but that is still a-okay with me. He will use it now. I'm pretty sure of it. And we even have the freaking Vorinclex ready. So we have a lot of answers. We have a lot of answers. Drawing a card here, but this Mazemind Tome will be gone. And I will be ramping even harder here. So what do you have in hand? An Omen of the Sea. Alright. So does he have counter spells? Does he have them? And does he want to use him for the Vorinclex? And how many does he have? I mean, he's playing 80 cards. Let's just hope that he doesn't have too many of them. Let's just freaking hope. So, we have 5 lands now. We will be on 6 next turn, so we can make any mana of any freaking color. Alright, another freaking Doomscar. So, let's tickle the counter spells out of his hand. If he has one, he will use it for the Oh, he does not. So, do you have an instant kill spell? And do you have it? It sure looks like it. It sure looks like it. Pretty freaking sweet. He didn't use the counter spell. Elspeth's Nightmare. Interesting. So do you have a counter spell now? Do you have it, my friend? Oh, he does have a counter spell. Well, that was kind of be expected. Kind of to be expected. So maybe I should have played the Kaya, but he would have taken care of my Prismatic Bridge anyways. So yeah, here goes the Kaya. But we're still looking pretty a-okay. So he's on 7 mana now. Still 1 mana away, but he can get counters on this. Oh, so sweet. So freaking sweet. The Field of Ruin. Does that really help us? Let's try to get a Kaya out. Do you have even another counter spell? Oh, come on. Don't have another counter spell. He does not.
If the job is wrong,
Does not have another counter spell, but I don't want him to look at my hand. No, sir. So if he has another land and the Ugin here, that's just how it is. There's not much we can do about that. Because we're not running counter spells. We're not. But we have a lot of removal in hand, so if he plays whatever he wants to play, he has a Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright. So what can we find? Please don't be a land, please don't be a land. Please don't be a land, it's a land. It's a freaking land. So let's draw a card here. No need not to. And we found another God of the Tree. That is pretty freaking sweet. So let us hope that he plays out an Ugin. And then we can play the God Tree and the Bloodchief's Thirst. But he's keeping back 3 mana every single time. Which I absolutely don't like. We foretell this.
I'm just gonna...
So he draws a card. No problemo. Going up against nothing but Yorion decks, I don't mind. I don't mind. So is here the Big Daddy Ugin? Another freaking Elspeth's Nightmare. Let's try it, boys. Does he have another freaking counter spell in his first 20 cards of his 80 card deck? He does. The exact same freaking counter spell. So, yeah. This looks pretty bad. Our Bloodchief's Thirst is gonzo. And he will be able to play his Ugin. Yeah, counter spells. As I said, we fear those. We fear those freaking counter spells. Yep, here comes the Ugin. Holy smokes. 2 Elspeth. Oh, here does not come the Ugin. Okay. No Ugin. But we draw a card here then. Another land. Okay, that is not even too bad. Not even too bad. But not good. But not good. So he draws 1 card here. But we also have card draw. So we can use 1 Doomscar. Why the heck not? And now we even have a Murderous Rider, which he can't take from our hand. So you might be wondering why I'm playing this one. So if I draw a card, I don't lose too much life. So, Now you know about the Murderous Rider. So if you have the Ugin, you shouldn't be playing it, my friend. Yeah, you can take care of that. It's a creature. It is a creature. The Oracle of Half-Truths. Let us see what we can give him here. So he will take the Essence Scatter, I'm pretty sure of it, yep. Not really useful for him. Not really useful. We still have some Doom Scars, and we will draw another card here. We still have a lot of life. We drew a land. And another land. Sweet. Sweet. So sublime. So nice. Full on control battle times. So, do we draw now? Yeah, I want to see what we get. Another land? A Bloodchief's Thirst. Really freaking sweet. So we have all the answers now. We have all the freaking answers. So, he's 25 cards deep. How many counter spells does he still have? Excuse me! Getting rid of my Cultivate, aren't ya? Yeah, you can get rid of that. And now he's exiling our graveyard, which is pretty sweet because he won't be able to use his Cling to Dust on our graveyard anymore. So that means he has one trigger left for the Cling to Dust. The Fabled Passage. So what can we get here? The Solemn Simulacrum. Okay, I really don't mind that at all. I don't mind that. And we found another freaking land. Isn't it swell? Here to him drawing a card. So, we drew a lot of lands until now. A lot of lands. He drew so many cards and he had a lot more stuff to go. So he played 30 cards, we played 16 cards, 26 cards, but still, he drew just as many lands as we did. And we even used the Cultivate. Talking about fairness. And now he even scries. Okay, I don't mind that at all. Scry away. Scry away, little bird. So, where's your Planeswalkers at? I have a Murderous Rider just waiting for them. Oh, he has another Omen of the Sea. Okay, I gotcha, I gotcha. A lot of duplicates in his first 80 card decks. So, what will we get here, Momochin? Here's the frickin' Ugin. Alright, let's try to frickin' kill it with a Murderous Rider. Let's just try to frickin' kill it with the Murderous Rider. Do you have a counter spell for that? He does. Well, that's not even too bad. We don't lose 2 life. We only lose the 3 here. But we can't be drawing any cards right now, can we? If he has another Ugin, we're pretty boned. Oh, that is pretty good. And that is indeed pretty good. So goodbye, Ugin. You're gone. But we still need to be afraid to draw a card here, which I really hate. He of course has another freaking Ugin. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 80 card decks. 80 freaking card decks. Another freaking Ugin. But the question is, does he have another freaking counter spell? Do you have it, my friend? Do you have another freaking counter spell in hand? Does he really now? Does he really now? No, he does not. He does not. So, we put this down, get the Essence Scatter out of his hand. Just get it out of there. And now we can even draw a card. Oh, okay. So do you have a kill spell for the Murderous Rider? He does have a kill spell. The Heartless Act. That is very freaking heartless. But we can still be drawing cards here because, yeah. We only have one life left anyway, and we found a land. Why shouldn't we find another land in a situation like this? Why shouldn't we? So now we can't draw any more lands. We need answers. Lancers. So he has 9 cards in his graveyard. It means he can still be drawing like a champion. So yeah, going up against a counter spell deck was exactly what I was talking about. We fear those. And this game is going on for a long freaking time. Please don't find another Ugin here. The Maze Mind Tome. That is just equally as bad. Just equally as freaking bad. And we found another freaking land. Are you serious, game? Are you freaking serious? Holy smokes. Half of the cards we drew were lands, but all in the worst possible situations. After he found a Maze Mind Tome, we found lands. Here's a Solemn Simulacrum for the final touches. So if we don't find an answer here, we're just freaking dead. Yep, we're freaking dead. Drew a lot of lands. Thank you, game, for nothing but freaking lands. Come on. Come on. So can we make him scoop now? Can we freaking make him scoop now? We're up against Albtraum, which means nightmare in German. Let's hope that we're his nightmare. We're going first. If we can find one more land, we're good. But if we can't, we're bad. So let's not gamble. Okay, another 2-lander. So I really wished I would have kept the other one. I really wish I would have kept the other one. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. The other one at least. Oh, a World 3. Sweet. I like that. So what are we up against? We're up against something that I really don't know what it will be. So we foretell this. We have a Bloodchief's Thirst. We have an Extinction Event in the worst case. Makeemscoop.exe! Are you serious? I didn't even play my deck! Well, we freaking take those. We freaking take those. So the season reset. That means no more Mythic for us today, but we will get there. We will freaking get there. Oh, I can feel it. Oh yeah, what we also fear is the Tybalt's Trickery deck going first. We don't want that. Alright, we're going first, but this hand looks pretty bad. This hand looks better. We have green, but the Ugin can go. So, we play the Castle Lotwain first. No need to hold it back. So now you can all see my bear. Are you good, bear? Are you a good bear? Alright, so good thing we have the Extinction Event. And let's put down the Field of Ruin now. Then we can see, maybe we draw another land, but having 2 blacks would be sweet. But I take a green as well here. Are you playing anything? No, he's not playing anything. Well, that is kinda okay to me. So now we get a white and another black. We put the black on the field, and next turn we can play the Kaya. It's just pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. But also, we can just wipe the board. The Heliod. Alright. Alright. Here's another black. That is pretty sweet. Because I need as much black as I can get. And now we take one more hit. I want him to play more creatures so I can wipe the board even better. And if he has another creature and the Heliod becomes... Oh yeah, maybe... Does the Heliod? No, it's not enough. It is not enough. But still, taking 3 here, not the worst. Not the freaking worst. So I will play the Kaya now. And just get rid of that sucker. Yeah, you're exiled now. You are in exile now. So, I hope that he would play some more creatures, but he didn't. Also, 2 cultivates. I would prefer... Oh, now it is a creature. But now we have the extinction event ready. So that is pretty sweet. And we didn't even lose life here. So those 2 are gone. And we drew another one. Not that bad. So let me see. If I play the cultivate here... Yeah. I didn't play a land this turn. So, I played a cultivate. Get myself another white and another green. Put the white on the field. Now we play the green. And now we extinction event. And they're both odd. So let's get them out of here. You 2 need to go. So all we need right now is the World 3. Which maybe we will find. But we also have the Vorinclex to put on some pressure. Which is pretty sweet. I mean, he's a hasty boy. With frickin' trample. Oh, he plays the speaker of the... Oh, there it frickin' is. There it frickin' is. So, first off, we put down the Vorinclex. Or are we? How much mana do we have? We have 8. So he could make an angel. Well, this is questionable at best. Because I really want to put down the Vorinclex. But yeah, he cannot make an angel because I will just attack in. So I will attack in here. And he won't be able to make an angel. So he would need a lot of luck to be able to make an angel here. It's 2021 and... Oh, he has another Maul of the Skyclaves. Isn't it swell? But this is pretty good. So, I will keep I will keep the extinction event just in case. Just in freaking case. And now, if we draw a Planeswalker, he will come in with all the goodness. Oh my goodness. And we will use that goodness as we can. Yeah, he's a little bit mana screwed. The Luminarch Aspirant. But isn't this just a little too... Oh, well, here's the worst case scenario. Here is the worst case scenario. And he scoops! Makeemscoop.exe initiated! Baby! Yes! Oh, he realized there will be a lot of shenanigans going on. He just realized. Alrighty, one last game. The last game against the Mono White deck was also pretty freaking sweet. So, we got a free win, and that is pretty sweet. And I like the horns. I really like the horns. And we're up against the Lurrus deck. Here it finally is. The Rogue. The Rogue is on fire. Yeah. I really don't like to see that at all. Not at all. Yep, he's playing rogues. Come on. Come on. It is frickin' 2020. What are you doing, my friend? What are you doing? Milling us good, that much I can tell you. Milling us freaking good. Okay, those weren't cards that I'm too keen about. Why are you playing your 3-skilled Enforcer now? Why? Do you want to mill me that hard, that fast? Okay, you do you, my friend. You do you, but this time I was prepared and I brought my Doomscar. So let us see what else you're packing. Let us see what else you are packing. Nothing. That much I thought. Alright. So sadly we can't Field of Ruin any of his stuff. Alright, just perfectly fine. Having... Oh no, that is bad. That is freaking bad. So yeah, he will draw a new set of hand here. I can see it coming. I can frickin' see it coming. Rogues, everybody. Oh, he does not. He does not. That is pretty a-okay to me. So, do I Doomscar here once again? I think I do. I want to force him to use his Lurrus here. Get out another Thieves Guild Enforcer, because that's the card that he will get out. And then, yeah. I will Extinction Event those bad boys. Oh. Okay, so he can also still only play something with a not converted mana cost. Pretty sweet. And we found the World 3. Also pretty freaking sweet. Here comes the removal, my friend. Here comes the removal. Yeah, still the Lurrus is a pretty good take. And odd. Don't push the wrong button. Don't push the wrong button. So we have 6 lands here. Pretty sweet. Let's try to get the Vorinclex out. If he has a counter spell, he will use it now. And if he does, he doesn't. Doesn't have the counter spell. But does he have a kill spell? Or does he have another Thieves Guild Enforcer? We will find out. The Soaring Thought Thief. Not what I Soaring thought, but okay. So, let us see what he does here. The Lolmate's freaking Domination. Okay, how bad is this? Can we be freaking cheeky? I don't think we can. I don't think that we can be freaking cheeky, but let's just destroy all creatures here. Yeah, I could have used the Binding of the Gods also, but I don't see it. I don't freaking see it. So, now we're trying to get the World 3 out. Let's just hope he doesn't have a counter spell. But if he does, that is one of his last 2 cards. And as long as his other last card is not a into the story, we're kinda good. It is not. It is not. But what is it? So we put this down now. Okay, he doesn't have any counter spells. So that means that in 2 turns we can play the Ugin. Or we can play it now. We can play the Ugin. Freaking... Oh, we can't. Okay. I didn't have any... Oh my lord. I didn't have any swamps here. So does he have another counter spell now? Did you find another counter spell in the last 3 cards that you drew? You did not. That is very freaking sweet. Very freaking sweet. You denied me my Prismatic Bridge. You monster. That is so mean. So mean. The Soaring Thought Thief. Well, I can just kill that. Oh, you have the Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright. Alright. Yeah. You do that. Oh, that was not a Prismatic Bridge. But now we have the castle. And we have the Vorinclex. So that is pretty freaking sweet. So I value the Binding of the Gods more. And if he has an answer for this, he will totally use it on the Vorinclex. He does. Very good. So we can get rid of the Soaring Thought Thief here with the Binding. So now it is top deck wars, but I have a Castle Lochtwain. And I'm not afraid to use it. He found a land. We found a Bloodchief's Thirst. We have no more forests. So we draw a card here. Let us see what we can... Okay. We found a land. Well, it is something. It is not much, but it is honest work. One of mind. I don't like that at all. But we found another freaking Vorinclex. And as I said, I'm not afraid to use it. So did you find another freaking counter? He has the Into the Story now. That is bad. That is pretty bad. We still snack in. No need not to. He has the Heartless Act. Of course, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he have the Heartless Act? So, beat down by rogues just last year all over again. All freaking over again. He even has the new Planeswalker avatar. Why isn't he using a new deck? Because Rogues is still pretty freaking good, that is why. Good decks never really die. Oh, and now he has all the return, all of your creatures. Must feel pretty freaking good. I want the first card on my deck, whatever it is, I want it. It's a Cultivate. I didn't want it. I did not want it. Oh, but those were good mills. Oh, that was a bad mill. That was a bad mill. So how many counter spells did he use already? Only 2. But we can get rid of his creatures. Which we absolutely will. Which we absolutely will. Do you have another counter spell? You have another Soaring Thought Thief. Insane. Milling us lands? Pretty sweet. I like that. I like that you're milling us lands. And now we get rid of the other Soaring Thought Thief. And then we draw land, just to be sure that we don't lose too much life. Did we play a land this turn? I don't remember. But it is better to draw here. And we draw land. So we did not play a land. So let's thin out our deck even freaking more. This is getting exciting. Okay, those were the last 2 basic lands. So the chances that we draw something sweet here are pretty high. We still have almost all of our goddesses in here. Another freaking Into the Story. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? And now he has the Ruin Crab and a land, of course, to top it off. And here goes our goddess. Oh man, final boss, the Rogues, all over again. It is 2021 and we're still playing Rogues like there is no freaking tomorrow. I sadly need to take care of this. Sad, but freaking true. The Ruin Crab is not our biggest problem. Do you have another counter spell, my friend? Okay, those were all of your freaking counter spells. Weren't they? Now we can draw a card without any repercussions, and we draw land? Don't be a land. It is a freaking land. I can't freaking believe it. I have almost all of my lands on the freaking battlefield, and we still draw land. Yeah, good game. Screw you, Rogues. Still ruining our lives. Still ruining our lives. Unfreaking believable. Oh, this one. So salty. So yeah, this was the deck. If I wouldn't have drawn only lands, maybe the games would have gone a little bit different. But yeah, drawing a lot of lands always hurts. Or not drawing lands, but drawing too many lands, especially in that second game, that was really heartbreaking. My poor heart. So if you made it this far, you obviously like what you've seen. And I would really much appreciate it if you could smash that subscribe button. Give him the old sucker punch when nobody's looking. Or just when everybody's looking. Don't be afraid to love me. I love you as well. Every single one of you. So I'm really glad. 91 days of MTG Malone. So glad that you're all here. There is no freaking stopping me. The only thing that could stop me is a freaking meteor. I thought I heard something. It would be a freaking meteor hitting my house. So, as long as that won't happen, you can't stop me. I will be here, fresh new deck every single day. That is the game. The grind is real, the hustle is nice. I love building all these new decks, and this one has been a very fun deck. I love these colors. I love the Vorinclex. You're such a cool, give me a high five. I love this green screen. So, this was Makeemscoop.exe. Nobody scooped, sadly. Oh well, one person scooped. Yeah, one person scooped in the third game. That was pretty sweet. So, Binding of the Old Gods, pretty nice card. Kaya, also a pretty nice card. Is she standing in front of an elephant? Or is that just a tree? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. So, I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.